So legalism and Joshua Harris's church is a subject that I want to explore, and it was one of the reasons that Joshua Harris, I think, started to deconstruct his faith. So do we want to talk about legalism for a little bit and what that is and why it's not Christianity?
Absolutely, especially in light of how we want this to be profitable for our atheist and secular friends as well. Although I do want to interject that to keep jumping ahead to the conclusion, I think there's some use in that he now uses the term deconstruction to describe his own spirituality. He has a podcast literally called, I believe, Deconstruction. I think it's actually called Deconstruction. And he just talks about how he's deconstructing and turning against and reanalyzing and reinterpreting everything that he was. So yes, I think using that word from the beginning,
which would be a good thing if you're going from one place to another, one particular place to another, right?
If you're taught, I mean, you mean like it would be a good thing if you're leaving something bad?
Right.
Yes, and I mean, as you kind of suggested before we started, in his case, it's very mixed. I mean, it's both good and bad.
Yep, and which we're going to see. Yeah. So, talk to me about legalism. What is your definition of legalism?
My definition of legalism is essentially a combination of two highly interrelated things, which is earning your own righteousness before God and salvation by human merit on the one hand, and doing that by means of adding rules upon rules upon rules on the other hand and of course it all interacts, because the more rule keeping you have, the more righteous you feel. It's the prototype of this in the Pharisees was very inconsistent, because you'd read passages where they are talking about every circumcised son of Abraham is going to heaven, but then there are other passages where they're just bragging about how many rules they're keeping, or Jesus' encounter with the Sabbath encounters, where they're obviously very invested in keeping all the ludicrous mountain of regulations they had put around a simple command, which was do not work.
Yeah.
How about you?
I think it is substituting human laws for what God really wants. Because we would say that what God really wants is love. He wants us to love him, and he wants us to love each other. And human-made rules are not a really poor substitute for those things.